All right, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, testing. Yeah, we're good.
All right. Gonna keep this one probably pretty short because I feel like we all have the similar views on this movie, and also America is about to engage in a civil war.
That's right. Yeah, this movie sucked ass, dude.
I thought you said we're going to keep it short because it was only an hour and 15 minutes. Felt like a fucking short film.
Yeah, it's a short flick. I remember thinking that even when it came out in theaters because I was so hyped for this movie to come out, and then I watched it. I think I watched it for somebody's birthday or some shit. We went to the theaters, and it was just like, wow, first of all, that was probably the first movie I didn't like.
What?
You didn't like it in theaters?
No, I didn't.
Sam, weren't you the
How
one who
old were
wanted
you?
to watch this?
Absolutely not. I think it was like a comment that somebody wanted to watch it. Wasn't it like
Oh.
Declan or something?
Yeah, Declan or Tom.
Shout out Declan or Tom.
Yeah, no, this movie sucks. It's awful.
Well, it's confused as to whether it wants to be a propaganda movie for or against zoos. Like, it doesn't know what it's supposed to be.
That's a really good point.
Because Marty wants to get out into the wild, but then
And
everybody
then-
else is like, no, why would you want to do that? Zoos are awesome. I love this zoo. This is great. All of the staff comes in at night and they brush me, and we have wait staff that serve us T-bone steaks.
That's
I
right.
think you know what I interpreted that as was more, I don't know, Stockholm syndrome maybe. Like
I knew you were gonna say some shit like that.
like it was just kind of him. He was born into it, and he's the lion, so everybody's like, oh, let's go watch the
Everybody
lion.
loves a lion.
And he likes
Yeah.
the fame.
What kind of pissed me off about this movie though is that the way they portray lions at the zoo as if they're like the showman and they're down for it. I've never even seen an animal move in a zoo. If you told me that a zoo was a fucking wax museum, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I buy it. I fucking
Yeah,
hate
they
zoos.
just rot there. They either are rotting there, or if you're lucky enough, you can see them have like weird sex or like take a piss
or
like
shitting or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, something weird like that, and it's like, oh, they actually did something. That's the only thing they can do besides just sit there and roam around. They're
and
like,
you're like
50
2 by 2
square
cages.
feet of land that they have.
Then in this zoo, they didn't even have like cages. Like, why the fuck?
Yeah. The two likable things that I found in this was Chris Rock as Marty. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then the Penguin.
He had some good catchphrases.
Yeah, and I could respect what he was trying to do there as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, King Julian. I remember liking him when I was a kid, but I found him
Yeah.
kind of annoying.
I didn't find any of the shit he said was funny. I was very
No,
disappointed.
I didn't really think so. Yeah, because I remember him being hilarious.
Yeah, it was like, yo,
and then I love the song "Move It, Move It" or whatever.
I like to move in movies, go on it, and it's like, oh.
And then he just he humps the air, and that was show stopping.
Yeah, that was sad because I like, obviously, Sacha Baron Cohen is the fucking king.
Yeah, I was pretty
But
upset.
yeah, I would agree. Mostly, I feel like there was a lot of jokes that I actually kind of was like enjoyed. I enjoyed but
I
like
actually found there was two really weird jokes.
yeah.
There was one when Gloria busts onto the scene on the beach, and she's got like a crab between her legs, and she's got starfishes,
Starfish, yeah.
and she's like, all right, boys, fun's over.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys, fun's over.
No, you're not reading too much into that.
Is she trying to insinuate that she was allowing them to do that out of some sort of pleasure for these animals?
Yes, that's exactly. Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
She can do what she wants.
Yeah, she's got it popping in this. Gloria's supposed to be mad sexy. That's like her thing. Animals find her sexy.
Is that a thing? Or do you find her sexy, Sam?
I find her incredibly sexy. But she's in obviously she's in the second one as well, and she's like a hot commodity for like all the animals in Africa.
The second joke was when the animals first break into their party and then they're all scared. Julian's buddy is like, they've come to take our women.
They come to kill us and take our women.
Like, is that a rape joke? It's gotta be, right? That's what he meant.
Yeah, like a rape and pillage type
I didn't
deal.
even pick up on
Yeah.
I wanted to comment also on when Alex was getting, he was going insane with wanting to eat food, his animal instinct came in, and then they're like, oh, it's too dangerous to go get him. And then Marty's like, nah, he's my friend. Gloria is one of, if not the most dangerous animal in the world. A hippopotamus is incredibly dangerous.
That's what they say, yeah.
Incredibly scary. So, like, she didn't pull any weight to help her friends out. She just, like, I just found that pretty shameful, you know?
And I think that's a great point.
Yeah.
I feel like also the penguins, they seem pretty smart and crafty. I feel like if anything, they could figure out some sort of way.
Boat, so.
Well, they weren't even friends.
Yeah.
Well, they did. They weren't even friends with them, and they just went and helped because they like to do karate and shit. So it's like, but Gloria didn't do shit.
I love how they went to the fucking Antarctica. They got all the way to Antarctica. And they're like, this sucks, man.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Yeah, no,
they were the only enjoyable part of this movie.
I actually think I might have liked it a bit more than you guys, even though I texted you about like how it kind of the nostalgia was ruined.
I texted Nolan and said I hated it.
Yeah.
But
It was fucking so bad.
you know what it is also is the animation is so shite. Like I don't like it.
That might have been another thing about it that I hated.
You know why it looks cheap is I see
It
videos
was 16 years ago.
Well, no, because it looks like something that if you go on YouTube for kids, this is the type of animation they make.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you think of the name DreamWorks, you think of such great movies.
Shrek 2.
Kung Fu Panda. But when I look at it now, like, okay, so Shark Tale, I like that movie. You want to talk about sexy animal woman? B movie.
Right, B movie.
Well, you know what? The thing about B movie is that is the same as this, where it's caught in between being propaganda against consuming honey and like bee farms and stuff, and then the opposite of that, because at the end they form this beautiful union, but that's not how it works.
Yeah, I think B movie is like it's like a mutual appreciation.
And then Barry fucks a human or something.
Yeah.
All right, miscellaneous notes.
All right, I go first for Miss Notes.
Yeah, you go first.
Well, I have two, but I'll just start with the one that we're probably going to discuss the least. Plant Hour.
No.
Some great foliage in this jungle.
Fantastic. Who would have thought? Madagascar.
Okay, somebody else go. That'd make you laugh, Nolan.
Here's a dud. I don't even know why I'm gonna waste time saying it, but I'm going to.
Don't you hate it when you know it's a dud before you say it?
There's a visual effects supervisor called Philippe Gluckman, and I thought it was a funny name.
That was so bad. All right, Sean, you got one?
Sean?
I was just thinking, like, Melman is really mentally ill.
He is.
He's got a lot of problems, and also he was taking an unhealthy amount of prescription pills that I was just thinking, like, so he was just shipped off. Like, how many days did it take them to get to Madagascar? He was probably going through just a killer withdrawal symptoms in that tiny box. Disclaimer.
So once again, we have a rating system that is super random. I'm not really sure how we came up with this, but I guess at the time, this is what we thought was most fitting for Madagascar. So yeah. All right, Sam, how many rounds until Sean puts Jake Paul's head in the canvas?
This is the best one we had ever. Since this was the first movie I thought was bad in my early childhood, it's going to be a first round knockout. Actually, I guess this would be 2. 1.7 rounds until Sean puts Jake's head in the canvas.
That's realistic.
That's right.
It's realistic. Makes sense.
Yeah, on both fronts. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a rating and as an actual metric for their fight.
Yeah.
All right, I'm right in that same range. I'll say a round and a half. until Sean puts Jake Paul's head in the canvas.
Nice.
I know we're talking about me beating up Jake Paul, but to go back to the movie for a second, I kind of liked some of the characters. Like, I think I liked it a bit more than you guys did. I liked also the monkeys were kind of funny. Maybe it's just my love for British
Yeah, we didn't
people.
even talk about the monkeys, did we?
I actually liked Melman pretty well.
I wonder why.
Yeah, shut up. but back to me and Jake Paul fighting. This isn't what I would think. This is just because I want to be unbiased, I guess. Like in like maybe 4.8 rounds it'll take me.
Okay. Got something?
Don't go to zoos, guys.
Yeah, fuck, yeah.
Film trip, taking a stand.
Yeah, even the Carol Baskin one, she says it's a sanctuary. No, it's not.
Fuck Carol Baskin.
I guess what we're going to enlist now to go to DC and stop these protest boys.
Is that something that Canada has to do?
No, we will do it though.
Film trip crew against Donald Trump.
Honestly though, put me in there, it would have been a different story.